All right, so today we're going to be talking about Million Arena and how much it absolutely sucks. This is one of the worst game modes of all time, if you could even call it a game mode. Yes, I'm going just right in with hate. I don't think it's like an unpopular opinion either. Everyone mutually agrees that this kind of sucks, right? So Million Arena was, hinted and teased at us like like last week or so. We got the in-game announcement on the 5th. Yeah, it's been about a week at this point, and they're like, it's a survival battle. You climb the rankings, surviving the enemy attack and dealing massive damage. And it's like, oh, this sounds interesting. Is it gonna be, I was talking with Ningen about it on the last podcast episode, I believe. We're kind of like, is it gonna be maybe multiple phases? Is it going to be, some interesting event? No, it's not. Unfortunately, it just ended up being the punching bag machine event, but like they actually attack you this time, chat. So we've had multiple events like this. We had the Give It a Dokkan punch machine. We had the perfect combat simulation. Let's see, what other events like this have we had? I mean, I'm not gonna really count this one because this is multiple phases. I think this event is way more interesting, by the way. But just another event. You nuke the enemy. You want to do as much damage. I guess this event was kind of like that as well, where you want to nuke the enemy and set up your rotations. You have certain charges, but it's all the same kind of event design. And I don't know, Omatsu, bro, like, is he just like in love with nuking events, bro? Because I'm telling you, the amount of nuking events we've had in the past few years is kind of funny. And, sure, it's different than a lot of the other parts of the game, so I see where they're going for with this. But what happens is it just becomes reset simulator over and over. I want to get the rotations, I reset. Oh, the orb changing doesn't work the way I want to sometimes. I'm a reset. What do you do if you don't have the 50% supports? Like, if you do not have, I wonder if I could like find them. I don't know when exactly did they come out on the global version, the 50% support EZAs. Probably like they are obviously grouped together. Here they are. What if you don't have these guys? Like, I use this Team Gohan to full physical orb change the field, and this guy is needed for the best runs. Like, what if you don't have, what would you do? It makes me feel like they're like gonna rerun these guys soon. I don't know. But yeah, I think a lot of the best scorers are gonna have these characters. Like, I saw someone using LR Tau Pai Pai, the World Tournament EZA, but they're using this hit, right? Like, they're providing 60% support, but they're also changing the entire key sphere field to the key spheres that you need. So that's obviously going to be really, really huge for a lot of characters. But you're not, most people don't have these guys. Like, that's just how it is. Most people do not have any of these characters. Because it was not worth summoning for these characters right before anniversary. And this is right before 9th anniversary, chat. And that's how long it's been since they came back. So, we'll talk about this later, but, I think a lot of that has led to a very unfavorable opinion on this event just in the community. Not from just me. Just take a look at some of the replies here. I just wanted to give my little take on it. Absolutely ass. Yep, I agree. As a damage guy, this event is my jam. Regardless of the PvP aspect, you like experimenting with teams and rotations. Missions aren't even my priority. I just want to do damage. 10 out of 10 event. And like, if you like nuking style events, this is perfect. I just don't think a lot of people like the amount of RNG and resets of rotation events that you have to do with this event, right? It's kind of just unfun sitting there resetting for a long time to get what you want. Feet emoji, stinky, awful. Get back to you after reset my thoughts. Yeah. If you ignore the resetting part, I don't mind it. It's a bit hard to ignore. Pointless. Yeah. Okay. I like it. They advertise it as a survival event, but it's just a punch and yeah, I mean, like, there is the survival aspect because it would be very difficult to just run the nuke leaders. Like, let's say Vegeta. I don't know. I need to bring up Super Saiyan God. That's a Vegeta. Like this specifically. Like this guy. Obviously, where the provides 35% per physical keys per obtained. But I think they forgot a little world tournament trick. Where we have, I believe it's Tech Jacko, right? Yeah, Tech Jacko, and then Omatsu. Where's this guy? They actually changed their passive. Stuns all enemies. This used to not be changed, but this used to be different wording, doesn't it? I don't know. Anyways, you could run these guys. Tech androids. I've seen a lot of people running tech androids. There are some like interesting parts of this event where it's like, okay, you run android 1718 right here with your ghost dash your turn 1. And then you have these 3 in the team. Then you have your nuke leader. Then you have your nuke character. Then your orb changer. Preferably with the 50% supports. But then you could also run the GT Goku and Vegeta, where these guys will basically be able to, because you're able to damage yourself before you're able to damage and get this, but like it's very specific setups, and it's like it's not really a survival event. Does that make sense? It's kind of, you could also stun the enemy, so I don't really see the survival aspects that much in this event, right? Should let this event style in Stone Age Dokkan. 170 attempts in. The need for certain units and cops is stupid. It screws a lot of players who don't have them as options. There's workarounds, but yeah, it's more tricky. Code motivation. Bring back chain battle. Remove chain battle for this event. Game over sound. Yeah. A lot of people don't like it. Million Arena Sun or Festival Battles daughter. Let me know what you guys think, chat. Make the rewards worth the trouble or adjust the stage difficulty. They tend to take a while to do anything. Yeah, like the rewards suck. You get like what, 8 dragon stones? And maybe like a Kai or 2? Like, you don't really get a lot of rewards. I wonder if I could actually click on this now. No, it doesn't let me click on this event, unfortunately. Is there a way to click this? Yeah, no. So like I want to go find the missions here, but they actually don't populate at the top. So by the time I get to the second page here, or the third page even, it's like these are easy. So I'm not gonna bother looking for those missions, but you don't really get a lot. Now again, we see here, I'm just talking about, I've seen a lot of less complaints about Dokkan this month, when this has been by far the most like boring month of this year, right? Because I mean, in February we had the Daima Dual Dokkan Fest. It got a little dry. I said February. In January it got a little dry there, but still. Then obviously February we had the anniversary. March we had Saint Day and EX anniversary. April, the celebration was actually pretty good. April Fools was really nice. They actually did cook during April Fools this year. Yet again, we had Cell 2 EZAs like right off the second week right there. Then we got another batch of 4 EZAs. Then we had the part 2 Alar, and then Golden Week was after that. Like April was pretty stacked in terms of unit releases. May was not too crazy. I think Golden Week could have had more to it, but we did have the Super EZA one week, the EZA the next week. We had a World Tournament, part 2 Alar, EZA the week after. Like there was something that dropped every week. This week, we didn't actually get any new characters, which is the first time in a... I think, you know, that happens sometimes, but I feel like it's the first time in a while that this is really, like, as prominent, because maybe they drop a really cool event during one of the weeks or something, but this event sucks. And it's something that, you know, people don't like playing, so... yeah. You could... yeah. Because even when the... like Festival Battles came out, a lot of people weren't a fan of it, but you were able to see a lot of characters powered up there, and it wasn't really restricted in what you could run as much as this event too. So no one's been playing enough to complain. Truth here, everyone cried so much when the game was good that they have no energy left to cry now when it's bad. Maybe. I think one thing is that Legends does have its anniversary going on. We also know that, I guess, the Genshin Squadron beta is tonight, but I don't really think too many people are talking about that. I would say people are just not really expecting too much from this month anyways, compared to like Golden Week, but I mean, Golden Week was overall good still. Like, we got a good amount of things to happen during Golden Week. We didn't get a red zone, which I think they should have probably dropped a red zone, but there's still a good amount of stuff that happened. But I saw more complaining about Golden Week than the celebration. Being fair, I think these two were good. These characters, unfortunately, like, I don't know. The Ginyu Force team just isn't a team, unfortunately. I think Ginyu is overall a good character, but there's just not too many spots for him. I think his damage too low, right? And it doesn't seem like we're getting Ginyu for part 2. In fact, it looks like we're getting like a TN for this part 2 celebration. If we go ahead and take a look here, I don't know if is it in the news specifically where we see the title? Yeah, so if we take a look at this image, there's actually a new TN art that hasn't been seen before. It's going to be very blurry on this screen right here, but it's where my mouse is, like on the right side of these titles. The TN right here, that looks like a TUR art to me. It's a new art. And that is from the 22nd Budokai Tenkaichi. So TN might be the part 2 along. And if he is, then... Well, firstly, he doesn't even help Mercenary Tao in that regard, which is really funny. Because Mercenary Tao is actually leading mission execution. He wants mission execution, but Tien is not on that mission execution team. He is on his 200% though. Or, I mean, full 220%, right? Earthbred Fighters, and then Earthlings. But he doesn't have Ginyu. So Ginyu's kind of just stranded there. Unfortunate for Ginyu. A little unfortunate for Tao, but... I mean, well, to be fair, they don't have a lot of links together. I think they have Crane School, Dodon Ray, Fierce Battle. Because I don't believe, like, this Tien right here. Yeah, Crane School, Incredible Adventure, Fierce Battle. Does this Tien have Dodon Ray? No. Maybe they'll... Will they give Tien the Dodon Ray link? Like, imagine he doesn't have... Yeah, get rid of telepathy, to be honest. We don't need this. It's like Crane School... Infighter, Incredible Adventure, Guidance, Dragon Ball, Striking Speed, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. I mean, what does Dodon Ray even do? Is it that important? It is 15% attack. They gave him Dodon Ray as a link. What would they have to remove? I mean, dude, if they remove Shocking Speed, that would kind of suck. I mean, Guidance of the Dragon Balls would not really be a link I would want them to remove either, to be honest. As it is pretty good for DB Saga characters. Would they, like, taking off Infighter? I guess, like, who does he link with in terms of Infighter? We had Goku's, which is nice, though. Definitely better. I don't know. Probably doesn't need Dodon Ray, but maybe they'll find a way. Maybe they will just get rid of Shock. Like this, yeah, no links except for the DB Saga links. I mean, if they're making him in terms of a DB Saga character, then yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah. Anyways, I think that's just kind of true. Like, people are complaining about when other celebrations are actually at least eventful. This celebration is kind of very, very dead. Not much to complain if nothing's happening. I guess that's fair, right? There's nothing happening, so people don't have anything to even complain about in the first place. Just a chill guy who doesn't give a fuck. And that's true. Tao is definitely like, this guy is so fun, I think, and he's just really good. So I'm a fan of him. And again, if the Tien works with him in a really, really good way, that'd be nice. Maybe Tien is Rainbow Orb Changer too. That'd be crazy. Another Rainbow Orb Changer for this team would be insane for this guy. Maybe Tien gets like 4 key per Rainbow Key Sphere. And then he just doesn't have Shocking Speed and instead has Dodon Ray. I would be okay with that. Like, this Tien gets like 4 key per Rainbow Key Sphere and like supports, I don't know, Earthbred Fighters, DB Saga. I would be more okay with that, right? I think that'd be fine. But that's just me. Anyways, we can see here as well, people are not a fan of Million Arena. People also aren't a fan of Baton. I actually don't really like Baton that much. I think it's kind of like Baton is funny in the way where it's like, oh, you know, we're gonna bring out like 30 plus cards, like miniature version cards, but then it's RNG to get them. You have to keep logging in over and over and over, which I think is fine. It's not the biggest deal, like logging in and just resetting them. But it's RNG to get the cards that you need to get the correct pairings. And then if you get the correct pairings, you can get more cards. But if you don't get the correct cards after that, then you're not going to get the correct pairings. And then that just fumbles down into you missing either, like, I see so many people who are just missing like one card, but like sometimes you just miss a few cards. And then it goes away, and then it comes back, and then it goes away, and then it comes back one more time with a less chance to get it. And then it goes away forever. And then it's gone. Until, like, I don't know, like a year or two later. And it's like, okay, why is it not up all the time? I don't know. But Million Arena is very hated, which is, I think, very fair. Funny enough, Chain Battle is the least hated here, which I think people who like Chain Battle are very vocal about liking Chain Battle. I enjoy Chain Battle. People who dislike Chain Battle were very vocal against not liking it either. Garage left a tweet here. Let's see here. I did like it, actually, so I must have read it. It's a pain to get all the stickers, but you can finish in about 5 minutes. On the other hand, you can't get limited characters rewards in the Budokai Tenkaichi unless you play a ton within 2 days, so it's tiring. Of course, I don't like a Million Arena, but the rewards aren't as good, so I don't feel the hassle to play it. Yeah, that's fair. Like, the rewards not being good means that you're not forced to play this mode much. So, yeah. The only thing that would really be, like, if you care about the title, but that's really it. So, I just feel like making a video talking about this. Let me know what you guys think about Million Arena, or just this month in Dokkan. Part 2 Alar, unless they give us some teaser, like in the 13th, I'm not expecting anything until the 15th, so thanks all for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Okay, also, Gexin Squads are tonight. I will be live. Bye.